In this movie, we're going to write the scripts for the logout page and for the main page that is the user's destination once they've successfully either logged in or registered. First of all, let's write the logout page. For our logout page, we'll need to start the session at the beginning of our script, and then we'll format this page similarly to the other pages within our login site. Include a header that says logout, and then a short script that tests to make sure the user is logged in, and if so, we unregister the variable logged in user using the same syntax as the session register function. Once the variable is unregistered using session unregister, then it's no longer available to our scripts. The session still continues, however, and we can register and unregister individual sessions on their own. If we wish to stop the session altogether, we would use session destroy. That's unnecessary in this case, however. We're just going to give them a message that they're logged out. However, if they somehow get to the logout page without being logged in, then we need to give them a message to that effect. And that's all the scripting that we're going to need on this page. Everything else is going to be simple HTML, a couple of hyperlinks, for much the same as on the first page, the entrance page to this login system. When I'm going to close the body tag and the HTML tag, then we can save our script as logout.php. And while we're about it, let's write the main page that will give the user something to arrive at once they've successfully logged in. At the beginning of each of these scripts, we use the session start function embedded within the PHP tag, and then we set up this page very similarly to the other one. And then we're going to need another little script for main PHP, and this is a quick check that the user is properly logged in, and we'll do that by checking to see if the variable is not found. Then we're going to give an error message. Now, because we're only giving the hyperlinks to this page once the user is successfully logged in, the only way they'd get to it, theoretically, without logging in is by typing in the URL themselves. In which case, we shouldn't assume that they are authorized to arrive. We should give them this kind of an error over here. We should allow them to go back to the login page where they can log in and enter as a valid user. If, however, they are a valid user, then we need to give them a welcome message using their name, which is stored under logged in user. Then we're going to put a full stop in between quote marks there. Looks a bit confusing because of the concatenation symbol that comes just before, but this one's a literal full stop. And then we need a little bit of text to indicate that they have actually arrived at the main page. Our main page, of course, in a real website would be a lot more detailed, but this is simply a main page for the sake of something to try our login system out on. So all our main page is really going to do is allow the user to log out and to view the contents of the main page. Let's save our script, and we're going to save this one as main.php. And now let's pop over to the browser and have a look at how our login system is progressing. If we go back to the entrance page, we can click here to log in, and we will use the username and password that we specified when we entered a record into the database at the beginning of this chapter. Once we're logged in, we can go to the main page. As we can see, our main page has successfully retained this variable here, the logged in user variable, and we're able to log out again. And now that our log out has happened, we are able to either log in or register as a new user, and the logged in user variable has been unregistered. That's almost it for our login system, and in our next movie we're going to look at a script that will allow our users to register as a new user.